Now we have finally arrived our final talk for the day, which is the Health Technology Devices and Innovation chapter. The session will be delivered by Mr. Lim Jackson, the treasurer of MPS. So, Mr. Jack, the floor is all yours.
Hi, good afternoon. Hang on. Yes, sorry. I was worried I was muted. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. We are running a little bit early. That's always a good sign. Thank you so much, Gatini. Okay, I will be sharing my slides shortly, but just give me a second because I will have to. Oh, hang on. The digital health chapter with the digital problem. Yes. Okay, can everyone see my slide? I hope you can. Okay. Hi. So today, what we are doing, we're talking about digital health, and the chapter that I chair, has the benefit of chairing, is the Health Technology Devices and Innovation chapter. So I'm here to give you all a rough insight of what we talk about as a digital healthcare, and then followed by what the chapter does, and hopefully that you can actually join us. We are always looking for more people to join us and help us build this new area where it's getting increasingly important in practice. So I'm just going to have a quick overview on what we talk about, what we mean by digital health. And digital health is actually this huge, all-encompassing area, okay, where telemedicine and telepharmacy is part of it, okay? And online health services also is only one limited part of it, and it expands outward. We have health fintech, we have website development, we have online marketplace, we have e-commerce, we have analytics, and this area is an area that is, for lack of a better word, I think that based on this morning's discussion, we're talking about the blue ocean strategy, and this is actually thinking out of the box. It's about the big ocean out there that of areas that as young pharmacists or aspiring pharmacists or even more senior pharmacists can go into. And this is where we can actually connect more people and build communities online. And the reason why this area is increasingly important and why MPS decided to have a chapter that dedicates itself to health technology devices and innovation is because of this. This is actually a report that PwC Malaysia, PricewaterhouseCoopers Malaysia, actually put out last year in November. And it actually shows that 92% of respondents in the survey expects virtual healthcare to complement their healthcare experience in the future. Okay, and healthcare is a big pie. We pharmacists are part of that pie, and we actually have to be innovative, and we have to go out there and be part of this new revolution where it's going. And this is actually Malaysian data. It shows that there are different areas where digital health is playing out and where pharmacy comes in. In fact, pharmacy is actually involved in every area. Health metrics, for example, under financing was developed and managed by pharmacists. We have pharmacists in Naluri under digital wellness on the left side, where they are giving a service such as smoking cessation and advisory on mental health and so on and so forth. We also have pharmacists involved in, for example, one of our chapter members is founded eSIMS, and they are doing telepharmacy, and they are building a very good telepharmacy platform, and so on and so forth. So essentially, right, the pharmacists, we must actually go out to actually build. And if we put it in perspective, when we look at our entire, where our profession sits, we actually sit in between. We have this, what we always call the online-offline interface. We have online, we have video counseling, remote monitoring, we have e-prescriptions, we have reminders, health coaching, but also there is actually a very offline part of it, in part also due to the law with regards to the dispensing of medicines. So we have dispensing of medicines, supply of products, point of care devices, minor ailments, wound care, all sitting on the offline area. We are now moving on the online area, and it is this interface where a pharmacist can act. we can actually be on both online and offline. Okay, as we have heard from the other chapters, and as well as our president this morning, we are actually pivoting a lot to what we consider as an alignment with the international movement of the profession under the FIP. I have the privilege of also serving as part of that, as part of the International Bureau and the liaison to FIP. And we can see that the FIP development goals actually put one of its goals as digital health, all right? And we have adopted this framework for us to actually build the direction of the profession. And as we all move towards that, digital health is important. So that's why, please consider if you are interested in digital health, just do come on board with us as we go along this journey. I will show you one more slide about at our link to the FIP and our commitment to the FIP development goals, and we have identified 5 key areas where the chapter, the Health Technology Devices and Innovation chapter, it's a very long name, HTDI chapter can actually do and contribute in. We are talking about DGs 12, 13, 18, 20, and 21. Pharmacy intelligence, moving to policy development, moving to access to medicines, devices, and services, digital health, of course, and also sustainability in pharmacy. And one of the things I also want to bring up about why digital health is getting increasingly important and why we want your participation in our chapter and MPS in promoting digital health and building this as a platform is what I call the COVID-19 effect. Okay, so basically, 24 months ago, not many Malaysians have used an infrared thermometer. Not many, a lot of the elder population doesn't have smartphones. They don't know what a QR code is, and they don't know what to do online and how to get help online. But now, within 2 years, we have changed, right? Everyone knows how to use, how to turn on their Bluetooth, how to use MySejahtera. Scanning your forehead or your hand at the thermometer became commonplace. Prescriptions are being sent offline. They are being sent offline on an online order. You have people using monitoring, all sorts of things. It's all there. Okay, so essentially we have changed. All right, and if you can see, then there is the need, there is the way, and this is why we believe that pharmacy in digital health, where pharmacy involvement, some of it we are still very preliminary. A lot of telemedicine doesn't involve pharmacies because the doctors can actually give out medication. No lack of dispensing separation. Our goal, as always, is still dispensing separation, where a pharmacist plays the role that it is meant to play, and putting a framework in place on the digital health does help that as well, where people can get used to going to see their doctor online and then getting a script and collecting the medication from a pharmacy that's offline, right? So this is actually very interesting, and I'm just going to share a little bit more. I'm trying to be quick with the time, and this is to show you how digital health lines up with your role as a pharmacist, right? WHO FIP defined a pharmacist's role as being charged with the distribution of medicines and consumers. We have heard our colleagues in other chapters talk about letting pharmacists be and putting that pharmacist at the forefront as the medicines expert is there. We are there to make sure that it's safely used, the 5 R's. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Putting the medication in the right place, the right time, so on and so forth, the right medicine, and all this, and it is doable online. It is doable on a digital platform, right? We're talking about prevention, we're talking about intervention, we're talking about management as well. I myself, for example, I'm a community pharmacist by training, which is why I sit as a co-chair in community pharmacy. Well, actually, that's not correct. I was a hospital pharmacist by training, but I ended up going in the industry, then going into the community pharmacy. So we can do that, okay? And in fact, now I also wear another hat. I am involved in retail and digital retail analytics and business intelligence and that area. And so basically, a pharmacist can go into digital in a big way, and it's something that we can do, okay? So right now, I have 3 more slides. I'll be quick. So what exactly do you do again? The Health Technology and Devices and Innovation chapter. What we do, we promote the development and adoption of digital technology in the practice of pharmacy. This can be seen in, I'll give you an example of what work we have done in the next slide. We encourage new innovations in the practice of pharmacy. We get people together to talk about what innovations they can do. We link them up so that one pharmacist doing this can talk to another pharmacist doing that, and putting them together, we might have something even better. We engage the relevant stakeholders in development of a regulatory framework and promote digital health. At the same time, we also create a safe and secure, sustainable ecosystem for digital health within the pharmacy context. We also focus a lot on developing a network of like-minded pharmacists that can work together. And last but not least, we encourage pharmacy students and young pharmacists to develop new skills and ideas that will change pharmacy. Like I always like to say when I talk to universities, most recently, I think Cyberjaya, you know, if you want to learn a new language, I know you want to learn Korean, 안녕하세요, because it is so, 재미 있었어요. But why not consider learning Python or R, where you can use that for analysis to build AI and machine learning, right? It's also another language. So or you can do both, right? And so now moving on. Hang on, what's happened to my slides? Hang on again, sorry. Now moving on, what have the chapter done, right? We have led and assist in the implementation of digital technology in MPS. One of the things we did in 2020 was actually to help and work with other chapters to establish this platform that you guys are on right now. Okay, so this online platform that was done on Zoom and where it's being used commonly, this was actually one of the initiatives we started off, ideated within our chapter, and with the MPS Secretariat and the MPS Council, we made it an established platform that here we are today. We also worked with Shopee and the Office of the MPS President and the Council as well to actually bring Shopee in, and now Shopee verify pharmacies on the Shopee platform. So when you go into an e-commerce site, you see, oh, verified pharmacy means that they actually have a poison license. Even though we do not, the law doesn't allow us to sell poisons online, it is always good to get your supplements, for example, and advice from pharmacists that is verified by MPS, verified pharmacy. So they actually have poison license, you know where you're getting from, you know where they're storing the health supplement, not under the kitchen sink and sending it out, right? We also conducted activities, as I mentioned earlier, to promote the idea of digital healthcare and careers in the field. We have the privilege of working again with the representative of MPS to engage KKM with online health services framework that was done actually just before the COVID and the start of COVID. We are currently still in the process of developing the PDPA guidelines for pharmacies with the PDP Commission. We have constant engagement as well with Digital Health Malaysia, the MMA and the MCNC on developing digital health in Malaysia. All right. So this is what we have. And the next question is, what's next, right? So I'll be very honest, the HTDI committee is undergoing renewal. We're undergoing restructuring. We are trying to actually maybe even split it off to two committees under the chapter to actually build more activities, focus a lot more on the practice side, because all this for the last couple of years is more on infrastructure building and also framework building and regulatory engagement. So we are actually changing, and if you join us, you can be part of that transition. So we can actually get, with more ideas coming in, we can know exactly where we are to expand. So I'm going to share my second last slide, the penultimate slide. This is who we are. We are a bunch of us, bunch of names you see up there. We have John Yo, he's actually one of my co-chairs, he's the council member, more focused on digital health. I have another co-chair, which is Jasmine Bala. She's actually more focused on community building and on the technology side as well. And you know, we have a very big space in the middle for you to come in and join us. Yeah, so that's what I have. And last but not least, that you can actually scan the QR code you have on the screen right now to actually fill in the e-form to join us, or you can use the link, or you can email me in my email, or you ping me on LinkedIn. I am just going to try and hang on, see whether I can actually do this while online. You just give me a second. Let's see. There we are. This is my LinkedIn. And yeah, that's all I have. Thank you very much. Back to you, Gatini.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jack. So we have questions for you. Are you ready to answer, Mr. Jack?
I will try.
Okay, so the first question. There's a lot of money need to be spent on computer and software for digital pharmacy or telepharmacy.
Okay, it really depends. If you want to be a part of it, for example, well, actually, the short answer is no. You don't have to spend a lot of money on computer and software. You can actually, if you are part of an app or you're working with an existing player, they actually have app on the phone where you can use your phone camera and you can already start and run your own. But if you're wanting to build your own platform, of course, there's cost involved. You actually need to get a software, and you have to probably get security to make sure that you protect your patient information, etc. Right? So the short answer is no. You don't need to, as a participant, to be part of it. You don't need to. Anyone can set up a Shopee account. If you have a pharmacy and you want to put your product in Shopee and you verify yourself, that's easily done. Yeah, so that's that. But if you want to build a platform, of course, it requires a lot more resources. Yeah, that's the answer.
Okay, so next question. Do you work with any companies, or would you consider in future to look into online platforms that sell veterinary products?
Okay. At this moment, I know we have a veterinary pharmacy, a community pharmacy that's focused on vet, but and we also have a very strong industry actually in pharmacy. I think one of the companies, quite a number of companies in Malaysia does veterinary pharmacy as a manufacturer as well. But I don't think there's any online platforms that actually has that. Of course, when you sell veterinary products, again, if it's poison, then you have to be careful with that, because we are very strict with regards to that. And if you really want more information, you can actually get that from pharmacy.gov.my. We actually have guidelines on how to use digital health for the selling of your products, and also on what e-commerce platforms can do, on what products they can sell online as well. Yeah.
Okay. Next question. How and where can pharmacies learn about all of this?
All digital pharmacy? Well,
yeah.
There are resources online. I would say MPS can be a very good resource. Come and contact us. We will connect you to the right people. We are actually building more and more information on this, and we will actually gather them together, and hopefully maybe we can put it up on a page in MPS website in the future. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's all. Any more questions from the floor? Yeah, I think that's all. So thank you very much once again, Mr. Jack, for your time.